Hi, I'm Red-Headed Riding Hood, Red for short. I'm going to read you William Barclay's Daily Celebration. The More We Are Together, Part 2. In a book he wrote many years ago now, Everybody's Calvary, Alan Walker tells of a young minister in a little village chapel. He invited the congregation to wait for a communion service after the ordinary service was ended. Only two waited. So small was the congregation that he thought of canceling the whole service, but he decided to go on. He followed the ancient ritual and he came to the passage, "Therefore, with angels and archangels and all the company of heaven, we worship and adore thy glorious name." He stopped. The wonder of it gripped him. Angels and archangels and all the company of heaven. "God forgive me," he said. "I did not know I was in that company." He had a crowd. Didn't realize it. In worship, even where only two or three are gathered together, Jesus Christ is there, and all the company of heaven are there. You will remember how at Dothan, Elisha opened the eyes of his servants so that he might see the unseen host which accompanied them from heaven. 2 Kings 6:13-17. I love that passage where he's scared and they're attacking, but Elisha prays for God to open his eyes so he can see all the angels around protecting them. That's a really cool passage. I think I'll read that today. When we worship, even with two or three, we too are compassed about with a mighty cloud of witnesses. I love that verse too. Hebrews 12:1. Because he did another devotion on that. The cloud, the great cloud of witnesses. Yeah, I love that. I think of my mom up there, my dad, my grandparents, We're not alone. That's very meaningful to me because sometimes I do feel like I'm alone, but I'm not. It is definitely so with the effort which Christian living and Christian service demand. If we think at all, we are bound to think of things as they are and then to think of things as they should be. The difference is daunting, and sometimes we feel our own weakness and helplessness so much that we come to the conclusion that it is hopeless to do anything about it. Once again, that is the result of thinking as an individual. At such a time, we must remember that we are one of a great body and community of people, a church scattered throughout every nation upon earth, and that there are so many besides ourselves who share our concern and who share our effort. This is gonna make me cry. Because this is what I needed to hear today. And we remember that at the head of them there is Jesus Christ. Nothing is hopeless with a fellowship and with a leader like that. Life alters when we lay down our foolish individualism and remember that we are one of the community of Christ. Sometimes I focus too much on the negative, and it's like I was live last night and there were negative comments made, and it was really just two people, a follower and his wife. Well, he tried to blame it on his wife. His wife says this, blah blah blah. It was just them two, nobody else in the, and here I was like trying to do a positive, let's pray for these people. Let's pray about the hurricane. It's the anniversary of October, and I'm trying to do a positive thing, and yet these people are picking apart, taking out something that I said and saying it's negative, and you focus on that. And I got focused on that. And then they made a comment after the live, and with timestamp on it, and I'm just like, and it's like they were trying to take something good that I was trying to do and having a prayer time for these people and commemorating that horrible anniversary of October 7th, and they're pulling something out, and then you're focusing on that. And I'm not thinking about, like, I had a great group of people besides these two people. I had a great group of people at that live, and that live did very well. And then I did a short about the misunderstanding or the thing that they said. I did say something wrong. I said something wrong. Wow. Have you ever done that? I'm a human being. I said something incorrect. But to pick that out of a whole, over an hour long live was nitpicky, in my opinion. And then I tended to focus on the bad and not focus on the cloud and being surrounded by people on my team. So this is a very encouraging one, and I didn't read it before, and I had an appointment at 11 a.m. So this one's gonna post late, so I apologize for the lateness. I usually post these at noon. I will probably post this at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. But that's why I read these every day. And they're not always so encouraging, but today's was. And it's awesome. I'm not alone, and you're not alone. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.